Live and local, this is Fox 7 Austin News.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Sarkis. We're starting with some breaking news this afternoon. The LCRA is investigating an incident at Mansfield Dam. We're told someone has barricaded themselves in the dam. Austin Police, the Travis County Sheriff's Office, and Travis County SWAT are assisting with the incident. EMS also has units there on standby. The area leading up to the bottom of the dam has been blocked off. This is a high security area involving power infrastructure. Several people have called Fox 7 Austin about the police presence within the past 30 minutes. We do have a crew on the way, and we'll keep you updated.
Fox 7 Austin weather with meteorologist Chelsea Andrews.
The dense fog advisory we had in effect until 10 a.m. this morning is no more, and we're starting to see conditions improve across central Texas as we head through the lunch hour. You can see a lot more visibility looking across downtown from our tower cam. 68 degrees at Camp Mabry right now. We've got those winds on the calm side. Dew point, though, of 64 degrees is telling us that we do have plenty of moisture still in place across central Texas. The clouds not going anywhere as we head through the day today. Also looking at the chance for some stray showers moving in from the south as a warm front lifts in. We'll see temperatures today peaking in the low to mid 70s, and as we head through the next few days, still looking at that warmer weather sticking around. Series of cold fronts, though, brings back the rain chances as we head towards the end of the work week. I'll tell you all about it and have your full forecast in just a few minutes.
With South by Southwest just 2 months away, Austin police are making new plans based on this weekend's violence. Police Chief Brian Manley says the city is seeing an increase in violence, and they're working diligently to get a handle on it before hundreds of thousands of people come into town. There are 6 open investigations, with one of them being Austin's second homicide of 2020. The chief says Austin is still the 5th safest major city when it comes to violent crimes, but he is seeing an increase in crime as well as an increase in the use of firearms. During a 24-hour period, 6 separate shootings took place, one of them being deadly. Chief Manley says the increase in crime comes while the department is having staffing issues. There's more than 180 spots that still need to be filled, and we're just less than 2 months away from the city's biggest festival, South by Southwest.
We were already making plans based on what we saw last year with the increase in violence that we had not seen in years before, marked by a few shootings that took place as well. The events of this past weekend will feed into that planning as well as we work to put together a plan to keep everyone safe as they come to Austin and enjoy what is one of the crown jewels of our city, and that is our music festivals.
The Austin Police Department says it's thankful Governor Abbott is increasing DPS patrols within the city. Yesterday, UT police tweeted out these photos of officers biking near and around the UT campus in an effort to keep students safe both on and off campus. Last week, Governor Abbott sent a letter to the director of DPS ordering troopers to increase patrols around state facilities. This happened after several stabbings involving homeless suspects. There are now patrols within 2 blocks of any state building in Austin, including the Capitol Complex and the university. Possible President Trump's impeachment trial could start next week. The House of Representatives are moving to send articles of impeachment to the Senate, but as new details emerge about the timeline, we're still waiting to learn who will serve as a prosecutor during the trial. Fox News correspondent Ray Bogan is in Washington with more.
I think it is time to move on.
House Democrats will hold a vote to send articles of impeachment to the Senate Wednesday, an important step to start the Senate trial. The move comes after nearly a month-long delay, which Democrats say was the right decision.
We've also had additional information come out that completely underscores the importance of having witnesses and documents come forward. So nothing but constructive purpose has largely been served by this tiny delay.
As the Democratic caucus met in the Capitol to deliberate, they would not say who may be impeachment managers or prosecutors. One congressman says Chairman Adam Schiff and Jerry Nadler are 2 possibilities. Nadler would not give any hints when asked, but he did say new evidence could be admitted in the Senate trial.
It's always the case, provided that the Senate allows a reasonable trial.
As we wait to hear who will argue against the president, we now know who will defend him. A White House official confirms to Fox News White House counsel Pat Cipollone will take the lead alongside two of his deputies and Jay Sekulow.
I hope they dismiss this and we get an acquittal right away. But if they go to witnesses, you're going to have both sides.
Republicans are sending mixed signals as to whether they want to call witnesses in the trial. Senator Ted Cruz says this will end with the president's acquittal.
The verdict is going to be not guilty. That is a much better outcome for the president to be acquitted of these charges than simply a dismissal.
Cruz estimates the Senate trial could take 2 to 6 weeks, depending on how many witnesses are called. In Washington, Ray Bogan, Fox News.
And it's a big night for Democrats in the race for the White House. It's the last time they'll participate in a national debate before primary voting begins. 6 candidates will take the stage in Des Moines, Iowa. Those include Senator Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Amy Klobuchar. That also includes as former Vice President Joe Biden, former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg, and businessman Tom Steyer. They'll try to make their case ahead of the February 3rd Iowa caucuses. The debate begins tonight at 8 o'clock. Caught on camera, terrifying moments for employees at a McDonald's in Texas. A gunman is seen on video crawling through a drive-through window. It happened last week at a McDonald's restaurant in Houston. Police say a dark green Nissan Xterra pulled up to the drive-through. As a female employee approached the window, a man in the back seat pointed a gun at her. He jumped out of the car's window and into the business. Police say the woman ran and hid in the back room as the man chased after her. Another employee is seen on the ground trying to stay clear of the suspect. That suspect then jumps back through the window and into the getaway car. Police are asking anyone with information to contact them right away. Due to a cyber attack, millions of dollars have been stolen from the Manor Independent School District. Officials say nearly $2.5 million was stolen in a phishing scam. It happened back in November and over the course of 3 separate transactions. Police say they're chasing some leads and have called the FBI to help.
We had called them in just to the resources they provide and experience that they can provide. This is money taken away from the kids. This is money taken away from the school district's funds, taxpayer money.
The sergeant says this is a reminder to not click on any emails or links that appear suspicious. If you know anything about this case, call Manor Police. And we may be seeing some relief this flu season. Austin Public Health is reporting a slight decline in the number of flu cases in just the past week. However, the department says it's still too early to know if the season has peaked. Last week, Texas Health and Human Services reported the flu season has seen the highest activity in the past 10 years. So far this season, there have been 8 flu-related deaths in Texas. None have been in Travis County, but there have been 2 school outbreaks associated with the flu, as well as 1 outbreak at a long-term care facility. Austin Public Health says despite the recent decline, you should still take preventative actions and get a flu shot if you haven't done so already. And coming up, Iran's president faces pressure over the accidental shooting down of a Ukrainian passenger plane. And lawmakers in Washington are asking about intelligence over the killing of a top Iranian general. You're watching Fox and Austin News at noon.
You're watching Fox 7 Austin News at noon.
Lawmakers are looking at ways to de-escalate tensions with Iran while also questioning the White House about its use of force. Fox News correspondent Trey Yingst has more from Jerusalem.
Anti-government protests in Iran enter their 4th day, triggered by anger over the accidental shooting down of a Ukrainian passenger plane. And 3 days of denials by the government. Iran's president trying to ease tensions by announcing several arrests related to the incident. And he says there will be more coming.
It is not possible for only the person who pushed the button to be at fault. There are others too, and I would like this case to be explained to the people with honesty.
The plane was shot down shortly after the killing of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani in a U.S. drone strike. And lawmakers on Capitol Hill are still asking tough questions about the intelligence that led up to that strike. Some rejecting the president's claim that Soleimani was killed to prevent an imminent attack on American embassies.
We didn't know where or when it would take place. In fact, we don't even know if it was imminent, which makes you wonder if the word imminent still has any meaning.
Top administration officials have also acknowledged they weren't aware of a specific timetable for the attack, and no definitive target has been identified. But the White House says taking out Soleimani was all about deterrence and almost certainly prevented future terrorist activity.
This man is despicable. So when he promises attacks in the future, you can take him at his word because he's already carried out so many terrorist attacks in the past.
Also on Tuesday, the EU launching a dispute against Iran that could lead to sanctions for the country's failure to live up to the 2015 nuclear deal. In Jerusalem, Trey Yingst, Fox News.
The Houston Astros have fired both their general manager and team manager in response to a cheating scandal uncovered by Major League Baseball. The team's owner announced the decision after the league decided to suspend manager A.J. Hinch and the GM Jeff Luhnow for a year. It's all tied to a sign-stealing scheme during the 2017 season when the Astros won the World Series. An investigation found that a camera in the outfield recorded the opposing catcher, then giving signs to the pitcher. That video was sent to a TV near the Houston dugout.
If you read the report, it's pretty clear. AJ didn't endorse it, and neither did Jeff. Neither one of them started this, but neither one of them did anything about it, and that's how we came to the conclusion.
The organization will also pay a $5 million penalty and forfeit their first and second round draft picks for the next 2 years. The league is also investigating whether Boston Red Sox did the same thing. Boston manager Alex Cora was a coach for the Astros during the 2017 season. He is accused of helping create the Astros cheating system.
Our dense fog advisory has been allowed to expire, but we are still seeing some reduced visibilities across central Texas. Here's a view across Lake Travis at this hour. Temperatures will be slow to warm up, but we'll see highs today in the low 70s. Slightly warmer into tomorrow before a cold front arrives Thursday. I'll tell you all about it. We'll have more on our next few rounds of rain coming up in just a few minutes.
Fox 7 Austin weather with meteorologist Chelsea Andrews.
That morning commute was a little rough thanks to all the fog. Here's a view from our Steiner Ranch Steakhouse camera overlooking Lake Travis. Even up until now, still seeing reduced visibilities. There is a little bit of clearing, though, out near the lake. We're starting to see those visibilities go up. Our dense fog advisory, that's been allowed to expire, so some good news there. Camp Mabry visibility is up to 5 miles now. Quite a change from earlier when the lowest we saw was right about 1/4 mile. Out near ABIA, 1.5 miles. From Bastrop into Lockhart, 1 mile visibility. Close to that in San Marcos as well. And as we head through the next few hours, we'll continue to see these conditions improve. But it does look like the clouds, those will be sticking around for a good portion of the day. Right now we're at 66 in Georgetown, San Marcos, and Blanco. 65 for you in Bastrop this afternoon. We're in the low 60s in Burnett, nearly up to 70 degrees in Lampasas and Fredericksburg. Here in Austin at Camp Mabry, 68 degrees on the board, and a broader view around Texas showing some balmy air lined up along the coast. From Houston into Corpus down towards Brownsville, upper 70s and low 80s. As you move back into the western part of the state, 53 still holding on in Amarillo, where they were looking at a freezing start to the day. It's currently 65 in Midland. We are watching a warm front that'll move through central Texas from the south today. That'll keep the clouds going, and it may also spur a shower or two through the afternoon hours. Right now, just going with about a 20% chance for some rain today, and it's not even going to be heavy rain. Very light in nature, I think. And as we head through the rest of the day, again, those clouds not going anywhere. Overnight tonight, we'll still hold on to the mostly cloudy skies, and that will result in a pretty warm evening ahead. Most of us by tomorrow morning are starting out in the mid-60s. Tomorrow afternoon, mid to upper 70s. Not completely ruling out some patchy drizzle, but I'm not too optimistic about rain as we head into Wednesday. Then by Thursday, we've got a cold front making slow progress in from the north. That could result in some more widespread rain as we head through the day on Thursday, and then those rain chances continue to rise as we head into Friday. Right now, we're looking at winds on the lighter side throughout central Texas. They'll be coming in from the south at 5 to 10, not just today, but into tonight, and possibly through Wednesday night as well. But by Thursday morning and into lunchtime, we'll see those northerly winds setting up behind that cold front. Not too gusty, but you'll likely notice a bit of a cool down with those winds as well. So as we take you into Thursday, we've got that front coming into the area. It runs out of steam very quickly. It doesn't even move all the way through central Texas. Instead, it just kind of stalls out and actually begins to lift off to the north as a warm front. That'll be Friday in advance of another cold front that'll be coming in from the west. This will result in some showers and possibly some storms in the mix as well. But by Saturday, this front should clear off to the east, taking the rain chances with it, and we'll see a drier, cooler air mass begin to move in just in time for the weekend. Great news if you've got some outdoor plans. Cloudy and warm for today with a few showers. Highs make it into the low to mid 70s, mid 60s overnight tonight. Those clouds stick around and fog likely makes a comeback by tomorrow morning. A little cooler into Thursday, warmer by Friday, and then that cooler air returns in time for the weekend. We'll take those rain chances out for Saturday and Sunday as well.
Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. There is some overnight construction going on for much of this week. Northbound US 183, the right lane is closed through Thursday, starting at each night at 9 and going until 5 the following morning. Location is from the Cameron Road entrance ramp to I-35 for that construction, so plan ahead for any overnight travel. With your Fox 7 Austin traffic alert, I'm Jane Lonsdale.
And we've got a question for all of you watching right now. Are you drinking less wine? New numbers show more and more people are drinking less wine for the first time in 25 years. Coming up, we'll explain what's causing that trend. You're watching Fox 7 Austin News at noon.
You're watching Fox 7 Austin News at noon.
Toyota announces a massive recall and why wine drinkers are passing on a second glass. Fox Business Network's Tracy Carrasco has today's Fox Business Briefs.
A major recall from Toyota, the car maker recalling nearly 700,000 vehicles in the U.S. This because the fuel pumps can fail and cause engines to stall, increasing the risk of the crash. The recall covers certain 2018 and 2019 Lexus models. Also some 2018 and 2019 Toyota 4Runner, Camry, Highlander, Land Cruiser, Sequoia, Sienna, Tacoma, and Tundra models. Owners will be notified by mail in mid-March. And sour grapes. Americans are drinking less wine for the first time in 25 years. That's according to IWSR Drinks market analysis. The report cites millennials turning to different options for the decline. Those include spiked seltzer and cocktails, which saw a consumption rate of 50%. The study also says Americans are spending more on alcohol, with $167 billion going to the industry. For more, log on to foxbusiness.com. In New York, I'm Tracy Carrasco.
And you can find Tracy Carrasco on our sister network. If you're not sure where to find a Fox Business Network in your area, just log on to foxbusiness.com/channel finder. And we'll have a final look at your forecast when we come back. Keep it right here at Fox 7 Austin News at noon.
You're watching Fox 7 Austin News at noon.
And we're staying on top of this breaking news. Sources tell Fox 7 Austin that someone has barricaded themselves inside Mansfield Dam. This is a live look of the scene right now. The LCRA is investigating the incident. Austin Police, the Travis County Sheriff's Office, and Travis County SWAT are assisting with the incident. EMS also has units there on standby. We are told the area leading up to the dam is blocked off right now, and as the situation develops, we will have the latest online and tonight on Fox 7 Austin News at 5 and 6. Thank you for joining us.
Get your local news on your time at fox7austin.com. Sponsored by ABC Home and Commercial Services. Cool weather is here. For heating services and repair, call ABC.